This thing is funny. One of the most counterintuitive outcomes of colonialism is how whiteness, by design, is never supposed to be held accountable for the harm it continues to inflict on African people, intended or unintended. Today it can be argued that one of the most sinister elements of the white savior mentality for Africa is how it often comes in the name of goodwill and good intentions. Meanwhile, the tendency is usually to unleash all manner of devastating side effects. One of the most devastating side effects has always been when we're made to fight against each other. This is why we're starting this new series. We start by differentiating colonial trauma from colonial mindset. This is necessary because in the last 100 years or so, the decolonized mindset efforts have been quite commendable. Yet this has not amounted to significant behavior change by Africans. Our argument at DWP is therefore that there is massive path dependency that reduces Africans to the same effect as addiction. Just as an addicted person can intellectually believe that they should change, but when it comes to lifestyle created, there is a habit formation and path dependency that reverts them to the same behavior. In other words, trauma destroys even capacity for common sense. This is why we're addicted to lots of imported tastes and goods that we really don't need or are not financially nor socially suitable for. We are addicted to things we don't produce, including and especially foreign-grown and processed foods, which are largely not healthy for us. Now we're not even making enough of any of these basic essentials and have to import, including used clothes. We have already forgotten that our lifestyle and mindset have largely been influenced by our colonial past, and it is only us who have to change our internal compasses. Meanwhile, we mostly want to look like foreigners and act like them, hence massive loss of identity comes about. Colonialism never ended. We Africans, whether we are aware of it or not, whether we acknowledge it or not, we are still very much living in someone else's dream. An old lingering colonial dream. This is because development is a process of cultural regeneration, not cultural substitution. Africans have not recovered from heavy colonial trauma, still trying to substitute who we are for who traumatized us. Trauma has led to fear-generated identity crisis after a long winter occasioned by slavery and fossilized by colonial dominion. Trauma was one of the most dangerous tools used to destroy a rich African civilization in process for colonization. Colonization coerces people from subordinated culture to denigrate themselves. A kind of a virtual reality is created to expedite this attitude of self-hate amongst the native population. An alternative reality is created as a smokescreen to hide colonizers' repression, tyranny, and exploitation.